Most important game is your next one. You know, you got to get ready to play. Playing against an outstanding defensive football team, they won by a shutout this past week. Trying to find themselves offensively. So, keys to this game is don't let them find themselves. Our defense got a challenge. We have been getting a little bit better, taking a big step forward, I think, every week on defense. Offensively, we got 3 seniors. We're a young football team, and obviously the freshman quarterback. We've got to get this thing hitting in stride pretty soon, and I think it's only a matter of time. I'm confident, in our kids. We're about ready to start firing this thing. Surely, we're disappointed. We're 2-2, but that's behind, and you got to move on and go to the next one. And the things you have control of. We got 7 football games left. This is the first conference game, and my goals for this team going into this were conference title, getting better game to game, and having a good shot late in the year.
You mentioned that Siena Heights is still trying to find itself offensively. It's one touchdown in the season right now, but from what you've seen on tape, what are the things that they do well offensively?
Well, they get players. They've got a good receiving core. They got the best tight end, in the league. They're having trouble with their run game, and that's hard to figure out because they're gigantic, in the offensive line. So, we've got to keep that intact, and we're going to have to cover some guys that can run by you. And they're big physical kids, too. We're not that big on the back end. So you got some mismatches. Go ahead.
Nick is making just his third start here. When you have a young quarterback, how important is it, as you mentioned, that the defense has been getting better and better, knowing that there is a little room for error from his end because the defense is playing well?
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, if they don't score, you got a pretty good chance, We just want to continue making the steps in the right direction defensively, and I have no reason to believe that we won't. Nick's an outstanding quarterback. College experience is important. Get a little more of that all the time. And, this outfit is a good defense. It's going to be one of the better defenses we see. So, with the youth we have, the 3 seniors we have, we're going to have to step up and got to make some plays. Got to give our quarterback time to throw. Got to establish a run game. Got to figure out why we're not playing our best football in the second half. We've always been a good second half team. So I've had to go back and evaluate myself and the week's schedule and days too long and that sort of thing. With the pressure, the academic pressure and the class schedules and so forth. It's difficult because sometimes you have to start a day at 5:30 in the morning and you don't get done until 6 at night. It's a long day. So, worked on trying to alter some things this week so that we can eliminate the fatigue factor because you got to play high effort for 60 minutes.
How much is Nick looking at last week as a learning experience? I mean, he's a bright guy. I'm sure he didn't expect them to all be like the St. Ambrose game, but did he also know that there were going to be those learning games for himself?
Well, I can't answer that for Nick, but, it's obvious, making the transition from high school to college, there is a maturing process, and experience is the only way you're going to get it. So he's a competitor, and, he's anxious to get back out there and line up and go again.